evening. The evening news. I am Adeleke at ABC. The 25 People's Democratic Party (PDP) members of Osun State House of Assembly have reaffirmed their loyalty and commitment to Governor Adeleke's administration. Addressing newsmen in the Assembly complex alongside the fellow lawmakers, the Speaker of the House, Honorable Adewale, stated that all 25 PDP members remain loyal to the party and to the vision of Governor Adeleke. Parliamentary reporter Oluwatosin Oladokun has details.
Recession of the Osun State House of Assembly commenced with the approval of the votes and proceedings. The Speaker of the House, Right Honorable Adewale Egbedo, acknowledged the presentation of a private member bill submitted for legislative consideration. The bill, authored by Honorable Adeyemi Adeomi, is titled the Osun State Infrastructure Maintenance and Regulation Bill 2025.
A bill to establish the Osun State Infrastructure Maintenance and Regulatory Agency to regulate and control the erection and installation of masts, towers, cables, and for connected purposes.
During the session, Right Honorable Adewale Egbedo informed the legislators that the Clerk of the House, Mr. Akinwale Amusan, had officially notified the House of Assembly of his elevation to the distinguished rank of Fellow of Nigerian Institute of Management. He expressed gratitude to Governor Ademola Adeleke, the leadership and members of the Osun State House Assembly for the opportunity and support that contributed to his achievements. The Speaker thereafter congratulated Mr. Akinwale Amusan for doing the state proud.
Congratulations, Mr. Clark. You truly deserve it.
During the plenary, following extensive deliberations and debates, the House passed 3 significant bills into law. These were the Osun State Customary Court of Appeal Establishment Amendment Bill 2025, the Osun State District Customary Courts and Customary Court Establishment Amendment Bill 2025, and the Osun State Electricity Market Regulatory Establishment Bill 2025. Prior to the final passage, motions for the adoption of the bills were moved by the leader of the House, Honorable Babajide Koforola, and seconded by Honorable Tajudeen Adeyemi, Folorunsho Ogundare, and Taofeek Olaiwola. During the session, the House of Assembly considered and adopted reports presented by the Committee on Water and Energy Resources regarding the Osun State Electricity Market Regulatory Establishment Bill, as presented by Honorable Taofeek Olaiwola.
That has been the third reading of Osun State Electricity Market Regulatory Establishment Bill 2025 and the final passage of the bill. Any other things considered necessary for revision to the bill will be done administratively, and the final copy of the bill will be produced in due course and forwarded to His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Osun State for his assessment.
In the same vein, Honorable Tajudeen Adeyemi presented the Judiciary Committee's report on the Osun State Customary Court of Appeal Establishment Amendment Bill 2025 and the Osun State District Customary Court and Customary Court Establishment Amendment Bill 2025. Osun State Electricity Market Regulatory Establishment Bill 2025 will ensure the right energy mix. Renewable energy will complement traditional energy sources and open the new energy sector for investors. Following the completion of the legislative business, the House adjourned. Oluwatosin Oladokun, OSBC News.
In the meantime, Osun State Governor Senator Ademola Adeleke has described the passage into law of the Osun Electricity Bill as a major tool to deepen and boost the economy of the state. This is contained in a release by the spokesperson to the governor, Malam Olawale Rashid. Reacting to the passage of the executive bill by the State House of Assembly, the governor said the bill will open windows of opportunities for investors in the power sector with a lot of grid generation opportunities. According to Governor Adeleke, sources of power generation will be diversified, opened up, and regulated to address what he called chronic power supply crisis rocking the state. Aside from tapping into various power generation sources in the state, the governor said the era of exploitation and operation of Osun people by some official of Ibadan Electricity Distribution Company is over. The new law, according to the governor, provides for the establishment of the State Electricity Regulatory Agency to regulate and monitor the electricity market as well as attend to service delivery issued by the distribution company. He stressed that the Commission will be empowered to address complaints of electricity users and act on the activities of the distribution company, warning that the DISCO should sit tight now ahead of the eventual takeoff of the Commission. The Governor commended the House of Assembly, the State Ministry of Energy, and all those who worked on the draft bill and participated in the consultation processes leading to the passage by the State Assembly. In the same vein, the federal government may sell the 11 power distribution companies through a re-privatization process if Electricity Act Amendment Bill 2025, currently before the National Assembly, becomes law. The National Assembly has already initiated a legislative process to enforce sweeping reforms that could see core investors in electricity distribution companies lose their stakes if they fail to improve their investment. The amendment bill, sponsored by Senator Enyinawa Abaribe, seeks to overhaul the 2023 Electricity Act by addressing regulatory gaps, as it warned that investors risk losing their stakes through share dilution, receivership, or outright privatization if fresh capital is not injected into the sector within 12 months following years of poor performance and a worsening debt crisis. This clause comes into effect immediately after an assent is granted to the ongoing amendment of the Electricity Act 2023. Meanwhile, if passed into an act, it will empower the Nigeria Electricity Regulatory Commission to compel core investors in the 11 successor DISCO to inject fresh capital or face steep regulatory action, including share dilution, reversions, or outright reprivatization. However, the proposed Electricity Act Amendment Bill 2025 has already attracted condemnation from the Forum of Commissioners of Power and Energy, warning that the bill poses a serious threat to the country's newly decentralized electricity market and could reverse key reforms achieved under the law, the Damba Electricity Act of 2023. And coming from the sports arena, presidential spokesman Bayo Onanuga has defended the national honors and financial reward given by President Bola Tinubu to Nigeria's Super Falcons following their victory at the 2024 Women's Africa Cup of Nations. Recall that the rewards had elicited different reactions, with some Nigerians saying that the rewards were excessive, while some said it was insufficient, and others saying it should have been measured in naira instead of dollars. In a post shared on his official X account, Onanuga took a swipe at critics as he wondered why some Nigerians are unappreciative of President Tinubu's reward to the Super Falcons. He drew a comparison with the 150 million naira grand prize offered to the winner of the Big Brother Naija reality show, saying Tinubu's gesture to the Super Falcons deserved approval. Onanuga, whose comment came out after Tinubu hosted the victorious team at the presidential villa in Abuja, noted that the president has rewarded excellent creativity, hard work, soccer artistry, and undying Nigerian spirit. At the event, each player and member of the coaching crew was conferred with the national honor of Officer of the Order of the Niger OON, in addition to a cash reward of the naira equivalent of $100,000 for each player and $50,000 for each member of the technical crew. The president also promised 3-bedroom apartment for all team members in the renewed Hope Housing Estate located in the Federal Capital Territory. And finally, From the foreign scene, Senegalese Justice Minister Osun has formally requested the probe in a letter to the Attorney General, aiming to shed light on years of political violence between 2021 and 2024. At least 80 people were killed and dozens more seriously injured in clashes with security forces or during skirmishes between civilians. And that ends the evening news on OSBC television. Join us at 7 for major report. Good afternoon.
lẹ́mbẹ̀ àwọn èèyàn wa ẹkùn dédé àsìkò yìí ẹ̀sì káàbọ̀ sórí ìròyìn ìrọ̀lẹ́ wa fún tòní. Àwọn ọmọ ẹgbẹ́ òṣèlú PDP mẹ́ẹ̀ẹ́dọ́gbọ̀n nílé aṣòfin ìpínlẹ̀ ti fìdí àtìlẹ́yìn wọn múlẹ̀ nínú gómìnà Adémọ́lá Adeleke àtìjọba rẹ̀ nígbà tó ń bá àwọn oníròyìn sọ̀rọ̀ lórúkọ àwọn akẹgbẹ́ rẹ̀. Abẹnugan ilé ìgbìmọ̀ aṣòfin ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀ṣun Ọ̀nàrẹ́bù Adéwálé Ẹgbẹ́dùn ní gbogbo àwọn ló sì wà nínú ẹgbẹ́ òṣèlú PDP pẹ̀lú àtìlẹ́yìn fún gómìnà Adémọ́lá Adeleke. Oníròyìn wa nílé aṣòfin Olúwatósìn Ọ̀gádòkun lẹ́kùnrẹ́rẹ́ ìròyìn àtúpalẹ̀ rẹ̀ rèé. Àtọ̀rọ̀ gáfárà ìròyìn yóò mọ̀ wá nígbà míì. Gómìnà Adémọ́lá Adeleke ti ṣàpèjúwe ìbílé aṣòfin ìpínlẹ̀ yìí ṣe fọwọ́sòfin ọ̀rọ̀ náà mọ̀nàmọ́ná ìpínlẹ̀ yìí gẹ́gẹ́ bí èyí tó jẹ́ ọ̀pákùtẹ̀lẹ̀ fún dàgbàsókè ètò ọrọ̀ ajé ìpínlẹ̀ yìí. Ilé ìjẹ́ nínú àtẹ̀jáde kan látọwọ́ agbẹnusọ fún gómìnà Malam Ọláwálé Rasheed èyí tí gómìnà fi sọ ìyà tó kọ sọ̀rọ̀ òfin iná ọba nípínlẹ̀ yìí. ó ní eléyìí ni ọ̀nà ìlàgbòrò fún àwọn olókoòwò ńláńlá àti kéékèèké láti ya wọ ìpínlẹ̀ yìí àti ọ̀nà tí yóò jẹ́ kí òpin ó dé bá ìdákìrìkú náà ọba nípínlẹ̀ Ọ̀ṣun. Gómìnà ní òfin náà ni yóò gba àwọn èèyàn ìpínlẹ̀ yìí lọ́wọ́ àwọn lágbàtà ọjà náà mọ̀nàmọ́ná àtàwọn òṣìṣẹ́ wọn tí wọ́n jọ sọjà iná ọba nípínlẹ̀ yìí dọ̀wọ́n. wọ́n ní eléyìí ni yóò la ọ̀nà fábíkalẹ̀ ìgbìmọ̀ tí yóò máa ṣàtúnrọ̀ iná ọba nípínlẹ̀ yìí àti pínpín iná ọba káàkiri ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀ṣun. Bákan náà ló ní àjọ náà ni yóò máa gbọ́ àríwísí àwọn aráàlú sọ̀rọ̀ iná ọba nípínlẹ̀ yìí. Òwò àkànṣára sí ilé ìgbìmọ̀ asòfin ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀ṣun àti iléeṣẹ́ ohun àmúṣagbára tí wọ́n ṣiṣẹ́ lórí òfin náà, èyí tí ilé ìgbìmọ̀ asòfin ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀ṣun ti ṣe àti parí iṣẹ́ lórí rẹ̀. Ó ṣeéṣe kíjọba àpapọ̀ ta àwọn iléeṣẹ́ tó ń pín náà ọba 11 nínú ètò àtúnṣe sísọ àwọn iléeṣẹ́ oníná ọba náà di aládàáni lábẹ́ òfin tó rọ̀ mọ́ ìpèsè iná ọba tó wà níwájú ilé asòfin orílẹ̀-èdè yìí. Ilé asòfin àpapọ̀ ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ iṣẹ́ lórí àbádòfin náà, èyí tó lè mú káwọn iléeṣẹ́ tó ń pín iná ọba ó pàdánù ẹ̀tọ́ wọn lábẹ́ òfin tí wọn ò bá jáwé sóbì ìpèsè iná ọba. Àbádòfin náà, èyí tí sẹ́nẹ́tọ̀ Yínnáyà Abáríbi gbé kalẹ̀, ń ṣiṣẹ́ láti má ìpadà bá ìpèsè iná ọba lórílẹ̀-èdè yìí, pàápàá jùlọ láti jẹ́ káwọn iléeṣẹ́ oníná mọ̀nàmọ́ná ó jáwé sóbì owó tí wọ́n ná sórí ìpèsè iná ọba láàrin oṣù 12 látàrí bí iná ọba ṣe kọ́ bẹ́ẹ̀lì nílẹ̀ yìí. Òfin náà ni ó wà jẹ́ tí wọ́n pàdánù àṣẹ wọn lábẹ́ òfin tí wọn ò bá ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ láàrin oṣù 12. Àtúnṣe òfin náà tó bá dùn tán yóò pọn ní dandan fájọ tó ń ṣiṣẹ́ lórí iná ọba nílẹ̀ yìí láti jẹ́ káwọn tó wà nídìí ìpèsè iná ọba ó náwó sórí ìpèsè iná ọba. Bí bẹ́ẹ̀ kọ́, ìjọba yóò gbéná ojú wọn. Ní báyìí náà, àwọn kan ti gbẹnu àtẹ́lu ìgbésẹ̀ náà torí pé wọ́n ní yóò mú ẹ̀bùn ẹ̀yìn bá ètò tó ti wà nílẹ̀ lórí ìpèsè iná ọba. Abẹnusọ fáàrẹ Bọ́lá Tinubu Báyọ̀ Ọ̀nànúgà ti ní ẹ̀bùn owó àtàwọn nǹkan míì táàrẹ fi dáwọn agbábọ́ọ̀lù lóbìnrin ilẹ̀ yìí Super Falcons lọ́lá látàrí bí wọ́n ṣe jáwé olúborí nínú ìdíje WAFCON. Làwọn ọmọ ilẹ̀ yìí kan ti sọ oríṣiríṣi ọ̀rọ̀ nípa rẹ̀. Báwọn kan ti sọ pé ẹ̀bùn náà ó ti pọ̀jù fáwọn agbábọ́ọ̀lù ọ̀hún. Àwọn míì ní ẹ̀bùn náà kò tó nǹkan tá a bá wo iṣẹ́ akọni táwọn agbábọ́ọ̀lù ṣe lórí pápá. Nínú àtẹ̀jáde kan lórí ẹ̀rọ ayélujára X, Ọ̀nànúgà bẹnu àtẹ́lu àwọn kan táwọn èèyàn sọ wọ̀nyí. Ó ní nǹkan tó dára ní ẹ̀bùn táàrẹ fi dáwọn obìnrin agbábọ́ọ̀lù náà lọ́lá. Gbogbo àwọn agbábọ́ọ̀lù náà àtàwọn olùkọ́ wọn ni wọ́n fún láàmì ẹ̀yẹ OON pẹ̀lú ẹ̀bùn owó $1,000 $50 ilé oníyàrá panumọ́ 2 fẹ́lẹ̀ kọ̀ọ̀kan nílùú Àbújá. Ààrẹ Usman Danjani ti ilẹ̀ Senegal ti béèrè fún ìgbẹ́jọ́ lórí ìkọ̀bà òde tó wáyé lórílẹ̀‐èdè náà láàrin ọdún 2021 sí 2024. Ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ èèyàn ló kú táwọn kẹ́sì farapa nínú ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ láabi náà. Amòfin àgbà ilẹ̀ náà Ibrahim Ndoye ní òun ni wọ́n ní kóun ó léwájú láti mọ̀nà àtọ̀ lórí ìwádìí ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ náà. Ìjọba tó lọ nílẹ̀ Senegal lábẹ́ ààrẹ ẹgbà náà Macky Sall ti jẹ́ kọ́kọ́ sọ̀rọ̀ tínú lórí ìgbésẹ̀ báyìí nígbà táwọn amòfin kan ní kò yẹ láti fojú fo irú ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ ìpànìyàn tó lákàkì bẹ́ẹ̀. Tó ìròyìn ìrọ̀lẹ́ wa fótó ní kò ní jù báyìí lọ, ìyókù tún di dédé aago 2:00 lálẹ́ òní nígbà táwọn fún yín ní àkójọpọ̀ ìròyìn. Títí dìgbà náà mú kí yín ẹkún kàlẹ̀.
Hello, sincere friends. Hope you are